Hello everybody and welcome to the second match day of the brand new soccer championship in the USA. A cup unlike any other that we've seen before in this country. A competition with free of franchises or territorial rights. An independent league with club owners controlling the governance and intellectual property. So it is soccer in the US, but not really as you know it. A lot of the red tape has been stripped back to uncover the beautiful game that we all know and love. This is a cup in which legends are made. Welcome to the NISA Legends Cup 2021. I'm Conor McCord. I'm delighted to be joining you live on my Cujo TV as we get set to watch the defending fall champions Detroit City taking on the new kids on the block in Stumptown AC. The champions of the fall season drew a blank in their opening Legends Cup game against the Cal United Strikers, with the game finishing 0-0 thanks to an inspired performance from Nate Steinwasser in the DCFC goal. They'll be expecting a similar performance from him today, but we'll be needing a big day also from their attacking players if they're looking to see off a gritty Stumptown AC side. They keep their shape in the 3-5-2 from the last game with Steinwasser in goal, Matt Lewis, Captain Stephen Carroll and Anthony Manning making up the back three, with George Shamakov and Kevin Venegas used to give width to the DCFC side on either side. The midfield three of Cyrus Sadie, Connor Rutz and Maxi Rodriguez. And up top, Roddy Green and Yazid Matthews make up the DCFC side. Moving on to the Stumptown AC, bit of a different dynamic with these, the new boys. They reformed from the old Stumptown Athletic during their hiatus over the fall 2020 season. Since then, they've got in former Portland Timbers assistant coach Ron Underwood at the helm and have given him the license to build a young attacking side which are hungry for silverware. They start with a 4-2-3-1 in their opening game of the NISA Legends Cup. They start with Kevin Gonzalez in goal. Back four of Gio Berhano, Frankie Martinez, Travis Ward and Robert Hines. Oh, could be a chance here early on for DCFC. He's still going. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. We'll get back to the starting 11s momentarily. The midfield is anchored by Jacob Krim and Reese Williams, with Luis Garcia Souza and Ismail Longo in front of him, and Alex McGrath and Molly Carfa up top for the Stumptown, trying to get their first goals in this NISA Legends Cup as we get underway. Bit of a scary start there for Stumptown as Detroit City seem to take the initiative right at the start of this game. Connor Rutz almost rounding the goalkeeper. Would have been a terrible start for Kevin Gonzalez, the 6-foot goalkeeper out of Hayward, California, formerly of the Oakland Roots Sports Club. But thankfully they did survive that. Detroit looking to register their first goal of the NISA Legends Cup after coming up a bit short in their opening game against the Cal United Strikers, ending 0-0. They try to break the deadlock early on here though. It's well brought away by the Stumptown defenders. Here's Robert Hines. Sosa. Good passage of play here from Stumptown as Hines ricochets the ball off the hand of Anthony Manning. And Manning eventually wins the free kick. Man in the middle today is Richon Clark. Just seen a bit too much there from the Stumptown midfielders, trying to wrestle back possession. A bit too forcefully in his opinion, although Detroit will try to build down this right-hand side. There's the captain, Stephen Carroll, Irishman from County Cork. play. The edge of the area here, crossed. Defended well by Stumptown. It's good hurry and pressure from Stumptown to turn the ball over again. Well, they can't seem to hold possession. The high press of Detroit forcing to turn the ball back over. Here's Venegas though. Looks for a long diagonal pass towards Yazid Matthews, cut out. Carl sends the long diagonal this time. This could be an opportunity here for Detroit. Here's Cyrus Sadie. Ball shepherded out, wins the throw on behalf of his team. Sadie tried to put in Matthews, who wasn't exactly ready for it. Stumptown win the throw. This is Stumptown's maiden voyage in the NISA Legends Cup. Became a member of NISA on October 23rd, 2018. They did play the fall 2019 season in which they were beaten in the playoffs 3-0 by Miami FC. They did finish second in their group though, put up a good fight, although they did fall short. They played 2 games in the spring season before we were impacted by the worldwide coronavirus pandemic, which caused that to be cut short. But they are back here as a newly reformed Stumptown AC side, and they are hungry for silverware. What a great marker it would be to beat the defending fall champions in the first game. Really set out their stall. Here's Roddy Green though. Fizzes it across the area, the goalkeeper gets close. But it's kept alive by Yazid Matthews. To Kevin Venegas. Detroit deciding to go back. Here's Venegas again, turns inside. We'll look for a cross to the back post. It's headed back to the goalkeeper by Robert Hines. Very confidently by Robert Hines. Good play. And Molly Carfa looking to get his first touch of the day. Did play for the old Stumptown Athletic. Playing 5 games and registering 1 goal in his account. He'll be looking to add to that today. Here's Sosa. Luis Garcia Sosa still. And it's opening up for him here. Sosa has a dig off the crossbar. It's cleared out eventually, but Sosa, that was what a strike on the edge of the area. They seemed the Detroit City defenders seemed to back off, almost invading the shot. Sosa let one rip, hits the bar. And Kevin Gonzalez very happy to see that rebound back out to be cleared by one of his defenders. Early warning signs here from Stumptown. Head coach Trevor James out urging his team to calm. Here's Manning. Tries to play a nice through ball, but it's cut out well. Lovely turn by Manning. Way back to Shamakov. Venegas has stood up well, although he does recover and win the ball back for his team. Here's Shamakov again to Manning. Manning has Green. Inside. Manning being used to provide a lot of width here at this left-hand side in the early going. Shamakov dropping more into the middle. Manning, lovely ball. Just a bit too far in front. Detroit City almost were in there. Yazid Matthews' eyes were lighting up, although the goalkeeper was there to clear up any loose ends. Ball not getting far though. Here's Kevin Venegas. Shamakov plays a long one to Manning. It's ambitious, but it makes it. Manning gives the ball to Green. Green tries to turn in and wins the first corner kick for Detroit City of the day. This is a chance for Kevin Venegas to put a bit of pressure on the Stumptown defense. All together in a huge circle there, trying to make their move, although the referee's seen something that he doesn't like. Bit of pushing and shoving going on in the middle of the area. Referee just telling them to calm it down in the early going. Ball delivered by Venegas. It's met by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper still on the edge of his area, although it's dealt with by the defender. And Venegas knocks another long, ambitious ball, headed clear. And this could be a chance for Travis Ward to bring it away here. Still Ward.
Keep going, Rob. Keep going, Rob.
Robert Hines has continued that run up the right-hand side.
Go, Rob. Go, try.
Although he doesn't have many numbers forward. Is forced to retreat backwards to Reese Williams. Stumptown is starting to knock the ball a bit well here in the middle of the park. It's a nice turn, but it's cut out in the end. Roddy Green thought he had won the throw for Detroit City. Linesman disagrees with him. Robert Hines trods back to take, and right back as the referee will not let him steal any yards on this one. Foul given against Alex McGrath in the favor of Detroit City. In fact, it's a throw. To Venegas. To Cyrus Sadie. Venegas with the cross, looking far towards Roddy Green, although he could only win a corner. Keep the pressure on though. Chance for Venegas to deliver again. It's under 15 minutes gone here. Neither side really coming too close, apart from the shot that hit the bar from Stumptown. Here's a chance for Detroit City to try and work the Stumptown goalkeeper, though. It's a delivery from Venegas, cleared away. Cyrus Sadie will try and keep this alive here. Does so, but that ball will be kept in by the goalkeeper, Kevin Gonzalez. Spread out to Robert Hines, who looks for the run of Alex McGrath. McGrath gets it back. That's a neat little 1-2 play between McGrath and Hines.
Give it in. Come on. Not here, man.
Hines lets the ball go, and there could be a chance here. It's a good challenge by Stephen Carroll that stops the cross coming in. Molly Carfa was waiting. A vital challenge by the Irishman there. That's a good challenge in the middle though to turn over possession. A bad place for Detroit to lose the ball. And it's opening up here. It's a shot that's just over the bar. And that wasn't too far away from Travis Ward.
Hey, be ready. Come on, be ready.
Former Michigan Stars player Travis Ward. Just letting rip there. Not really worrying the goalkeeper too much.
Shift. Go on, Molly. There we go.
He'll be very familiar with Detroit City, playing his football in Michigan before joining Stumptown in North Carolina. Frankie Martinez. Touched by Garcia Sosa, and he's brought down. He'll win the foul. Ball from Hines, looking for Carfa. It's Molly Carfa Jr. Wins the throw. It's good hold-up play from Carfa. Tries to make something happen. Cut out by Stephen Carroll. Carroll clears. Back to Frankie Martinez to try and rebuild the attack again. Hines. An attempted cross from Ismail Longo. Didn't quite make it. Ball still alive. Frank Martinez does well to win the throw. Martinez, the captain today for Stumptown AC. Goalkeeper Gonzalez making his defense aware to take the ball early. Trying to play the ball out of the back each time. Stumptown, although the ball will just roll out of bounds there for a Detroit City throw. Haven't went long as much yet. It's a bad giveaway in the middle of the park again. Here's Carfa. Carfa needs numbers with him. Finds one in Hines. To Longo. To Martinez. It's a beautiful piercing ball to Sosa. Sosa still struggling to deal with Sosa. He has a dig. And it's well stopped by Nate Steinwasher. First time we've mentioned Nate Steinwasher today, the man of the match in the first game. He was a big instrumental piece in the fact that that first game ended 0-0. A couple of key saves when Detroit were coming a bit under the cosh during the game. That's what you want in your defender. Defending the goal, Nate Steinwasher. Sterling Heights, Michigan.
7 maroon, 7 dark.
And Roddy Green is down hurt here. Another Michigan boy out of Commerce, Michigan, formerly of the Michigan Stars, Green. Didn't start in the first game. He'll be desperate to get some minutes and possibly a goal under his belt here. That looks to be in a bit of trouble here, as he seems to be walking quite gingerly. Detroit yet to make the sub though. Obviously hopeful that Green can continue. You know that he will be desperate to continue, Roddy Green. He was a supporter of the team before making it in 2017. Now it's his 5th season on the roster. Great for the local product of Commerce, Michigan. The ball over the top to Molly Carfa, although he's just ran a bit too early as the linesman was straight up with that flag. Both teams just kind of filling each other out here in the early going. Under 22 gone in the first half, and really just trying to be meticulous and methodical about this, trying to find holes in the other team. One of the bright sparks early on has been this man, Garcia Sosa. Spreads the ball very well to Gio Berjano. Here's Alex McGrath to Sosa, gets it back. It's a lovely through ball to Robert Hines. And it's just ran a bit too far, slightly overcooked by Sosa. Great work in the middle by Alex McGrath and Luis Garcia Sosa. Anytime Sosa's got on the ball in the early going here, he's give Detroit some worries at the back. Feel like if anything's to come for Stumptown today, it'll probably come through him. Sounds like Roddy Green won't be able to continue, unfortunately. Being replaced by Benny Tanyi, the Hungarian out of Debrecen. Tanyi joined the team straight out of high school, where he won a state title under former DCFC player John Evans. Evans obviously liked what he's seen. Brought Tanyi to Detroit City, trying to make his mark here in the States. That's a good challenge. This is a good opportunity here for Detroit City, although the ball just runs out of play. Here's Martinez to Hines. Trying to build up this right-hand side, very mobile up and down that wing. Here's Sosa. It's a very clever way of playing here for Stumptown. They have the two fullbacks, Hines and Berjano, running those wings, creating space in the middle for the likes of Sosa and McGrath to operate. It's been quite successful so far, but here's the ball, return ball back to Hines from Molly Carfa, not fully cleared out. Ball may go for a corner if Steinwasher can't keep it in, and he does. He concedes the throw. Good start from Stumptown. And they'll win a foul in the middle. Captain Stephen Carroll not happy about that one. Be a good chance for Stumptown to deliver the ball here into the Detroit City box here. It is delivered, headed clear, could fall though, could break kindly here for Stumptown. And Hines clips Cyrus Sadie, and that will end that attack for Stumptown. Give Detroit City a chance to get their breath back and possibly get some players up the field. Manning moving out to that left-hand side again, trying to provide the width. Try and drag some of those Stumptown players out with him, which he has done, and it's a lovely turn by Manning. Shamakov taking up his post in the middle again. Here's Venegas. Venegas wins the throw. This neat, intricate play here in the middle, but it's cut out well by Alex McGrath. Attempted turn by comes to nothing though. Harmlessly back to the goalkeeper, who's spoiled for choice with the defender to pass it to there, decides to go long instead. Put the and there could be a bit of trouble here. Matt Lewis was not happy about that one. Eventually wins the foul anyway. Matt Lewis, a Kansas City, Missouri native, formerly of Sporting Kansas City in his youth career. Played a few games for the Swope Park Rangers as well, now Sporting KC2. So he is no stranger to the big occasions. Also spent some time in New York with the Cosmos here in NISA. Long ball will not hurt Stumptown in this case. Too far for Manning there to chase. We'll give Stumptown a chance to reset here with Frankie Martinez. Ball fortunately makes its way into the middle to Nida Carfa, who can't quite bring it under control. Here's Carl. Plays a long diagonal towards Yazid Matthews, but it's headed clear by Martinez. Here's Longo. Hines. Stephen Carroll steps up well there to clear that out. Ball goes back to Matthews. McGrath seeing nothing on in front of him, electing to go back to Frankie Martinez. That's a good ball into the area. Molly Carfa was there, but just slightly behind him. Couldn't quite get his head on that one. Here's another chance though. And Travis Ward wins the... No, he actually loses out on that one. It's a goal kick, much to his chagrin. There's Carroll. Manning. Patient play from Detroit. If it's not on down the left side, they'll switch it up and go to the right. It's a bad giveaway by Manning. Middle of the park, recovered though by Maxi Rodriguez. Here's Venegas. It's a good ball from Venegas. It's lovely cushioned touch. Couldn't quite do anything with it to direct it towards goal there. Good ball from Venegas. He elected to go early. Tanya in the middle there, couldn't quite get anything off it. There's Longo. Ball forward for Carfa. Here's Molly Carfa. He's going to need help. He will find it. The long ball will sail into the goalkeeper's arms. Here's Tanya with the throw. Leaves it for Manning. Slight miscontrol there from Matthews, although he does win it back. It's good persistence to win the ball back there from Yazid Matthews, pardon me. Maxi Rodriguez plays the ball out wide to Venegas. He'll get a ball in. Could fall kindly here. Cleared out by Alex McGrath. Only as far as Shamakov though. And Lewis will keep this attack alive with Venegas being held off well. Referee's seen enough of something here. He's not too happy with Frankie Martinez and Yazid Matthews. They'll just be told to calm it down a little. Lot to play for here in the NISA Legends Cup. You can see that in how the players are acting. They really want to get this 3 points. Detroit possibly needing it a bit more than Stumptown with their 0-0 draw in the first game. Stumptown competing in their first game of this NISA Legends Cup. Haven't done too well this first 35 minutes or so. Probably came closer to breaking the deadlock with Garcia Sosa's effort from outside the area, which hit the bar. There's Manning trying to play a lovely through ball, but it's cut out by Jacob Krim. Krim still jockeying Matthews. Forced to go back to Shamakov. It goes the other side to Venegas. Here's Sadie. It's too close to the goalkeeper though. Kevin Gonzalez was well off his line for that one. Scrappy play there in the middle of the park. All players fighting for every ball. Here's Cyrus Sadie though, he comes out the other side with it. Plays the long ball to Manning on this left-hand side. Manning has Benny Tanya in front of him, although he will bring it to Sadie. Back to Venegas, who'll whip one in. That's a good ball. Just over the head of Manning. We'll go for a goal kick. Hines done well to put Manning off. Goalkeeper Kevin Gonzalez giving his backline a bit of a wake-up call, telling him exactly what he wants from them, where he wants them to be. They have to be positionally aware, tactically aware of the players around them. Just warning that they're taking their eye off the ball slightly. It's a good ball by Hines, cut out by Venegas. Hines is back up for it again. Ball ricochets off Sosa. Reese Williams does well to keep it though. Venegas to Matt Lewis. Here's Venegas. Venegas searching ball. Really looking for Connor Rutz in the middle. Ball towards Rutz again. It's a good header. It's easily gathered by the goalkeeper. Not enough power on it to test Gonzalez. And he sets Sosa away here. Martinez is dispossessed by Matthews. Can't quite get it to Connor Rutz though. It's a good ball over the top for Alex McGrath. McGrath will check back onto his left foot. Back to Hines. Sosa. Ball back to Sosa again. turned by Longo, although he's well shepherded out past the byline. It's good defensive work. By Matt Lewis. Shamakov. Under 5 remaining in this first half. Detroit City seem dangerous coming from the 2 wings. The width being provided at the minute by Anthony Manning out of Mesquite, Texas, and Kevin Venegas. This has been the danger man for Stumptown, and Sosa. It's a good ball in. Steinwasser had to be vigilant. Main threats from Stumptown coming in the form of Sosa and Alex McGrath. More in the middle of the park here. Hines and Berhanyo doing well to create space for them. Here's Sosa. Oh, just a misplaced pass there. It forces Travis Ward to bring Shamakov down, concede the foul. This will be a chance for Detroit City to get something going here before going into the half. Coach Trevor James would love to break the deadlock just before they head in for their halftime team talk. They know they'll need a good ball from Kevin Venegas. He's already delivered several of those today. Let's see what this one can conjure up. Ball towards the back post. Not quite cleared yet. Stephen Carroll hassling Alex McGrath, though it's kept alive here. Kevin Venegas wins the throw. The final ball just hasn't been there for Detroit City. They've huffed and they've puffed all the way up to the 18-yard line, but when it gets to there, it doesn't really, the final ball just doesn't seem to be there. Here's Karfa, lovely touchback. Shamakov. Sorry, Maxi Rodriguez with his hands in the air. Pleading his innocence with the referee, but he will concede a free kick. Stumptown might look to throw some bodies in the box here. They like to go short. Neat little footwork there in the middle, but it's eventually cut out. And there could be a way here, it could be a bit of a counter-attack on. Here's Sadie, he's going to cross it across the area. Good trap for Yazid Matthews here, who keeps it up. Oh, what a strike, what a save by the goalkeeper. Yazid Matthews does tremendously well to get that ball on target. Looked like it was getting away from him for a second there. He keeps possession, gets the shot off, forces the goalkeeper Kevin Gonzalez into making a save. That could have went anywhere there. But the ball's back with Nate Steinwasser now as they look to try and get something going just before the half here. Detroit City and possibly their best passage of play. Sadie to Rutz to Venegas.
The fourth official on the field has indicated that there will be a minimum of 1 minute of additional time remaining in the first half play.
60 seconds to be added to the end of this first half. Can Detroit get something on the board before then? Longo. Nothing really on there for Gio Berhanyo. Goes back to Frankie Martinez. All the way back to the goalkeeper and out to Jacob Krim. Krim tries to knock it long for the ever-rushing Hines. It's been up and down that wing all of this first 45. The referee signals the end of the first 45 goalless minutes for Stumptown AC. That's 135 goalless minutes for Detroit City. The fall champions drawing a bit of a blank in the first game and the first half of this second game. It's poised and set up for a good 45. Next, it'll be Detroit City versus Stumptown. Both of them vying to get the 3 points here, but at the half, it is a stalemate as we go in. It's Detroit City 0, Stumptown 0.
Chattanooga sounds a lot to me thankful and proud of. The grit and gumption of our people, our honor place in America's history, the natural wonder, diversity of community, remarkable innovation and industry that sets us apart. The only thing that never changes is that things change. And to expect the unexpected. We face the best and the worst of times. And it's all one lesson. This too shall pass. But what made us so strong and resilient, Chattanooga? It's this. Our love for this city. So hang tough and keep the faith.
Proud to have all 2021 Legends matches broadcast on my and the BA Sports Network. For a full lineup schedule, please visit nisasoccer.com/Legends.
Stumptown. He had a great shot opening up that came back off the bar, and Stumptown's, or Detroit City's, best chance of the game came
Entering the match at the 46th minute is number 19, Giovanni Ramos Godet.
towards the very end of the game, or the end of the first half, sorry. He took a corner on the knee on the volley, forced Kevin Gonzalez into a save. This is a bright early start here from Detroit. Shot off.
Detroit City FC in the 46th minute. Entering the match is number 19, Patricio Botello Flowers. Exiting the match is number 10, Cyrus CD. Also
entering the match is number 6, Max Todd. Exiting the match is number 7.
Oh, here's a chance here. It could open up, it's Max Todd. He rounded the goalkeeper, but it was well defended. Max Todd just on as a sub at halftime for Cyrus Sadie. The new boy Patricio Botello Faz has also made his way onto the field. The new boy out of Monterrey, Mexico, looking to stake a claim on his opening NISA Legends Cup game for Detroit City. Here's the delivery from Venegas. It's cleared away. Not that far, only as far as Alex McGrath. Ball's kept in by Yazid Matthews, but a bit too forcefully there, according to the referee. The foul goes out. That was it, Jacob Krim. He was bundled down in the area. It's a bright start from Le Rouge, as they have Stumptown immediately under pressure in the opening 2 minutes of the second half. May have felt that their play was slightly pedestrian in the first half, didn't really get much going until the final stages of the half. Here's Stumptown though, with Carfa. Stephen Carl can't prevent the corner. This is the first corner to be delivered by Luis Garcia Sosa out of Juarez City, Mexico. He's got to look to bend this in-swinger in, and does well on the top of goalkeeper Nate Steinwasser, but he's very composed and punches the ball clear for another corner. Steinwasser 5'11", has a massive spring, as you just saw. Referee not happy with a bit of argy-bargy in the 6-yard box there, telling the players to keep their hands down. Here will be a delivery from the left-hand side, and it goes front post. It wasn't too far away. Giovanni Godoy, who got that head on, although there could be a chance here for Yazid Matthews. He takes it right past the goalkeeper, but just too far. The ball wins the race in the end, as Yazid Matthews couldn't control it. Took it past the goalkeeper well, under a lot of pressure, but the final touch just wasn't there. Detroit City really forcing the issue now, though, exposing some weaknesses in that back line of Stumptown. Playing the ball quite direct. Yazid Matthews was in there. All he had to do was tip the ball into the net, but the ball eluded him. Carl wins the header to Matthews. Flicked on clear by Maximiliano Rodriguez. Here's the dude, the new boy Patricio Botello Faz to Venegas.
Tighter.
Matthews. That's a foul. That'll be a good chance for Kevin Venegas and that cultured right foot to send another ball into the area, should he elect to do so. He does have Max Todd there, offering the short option, although it looks like they will go long in this one, Detroit City. They have had most of their luck when they've went rather direct today. This is another opportunity to do that. Put some bodies in the area. Good delivery. It's on the head of Manning. Goalkeeper wins the ball under a lot of pressure from the Irishman, Stephen Carroll. Lovely takedown from Yazid Matthews. Beautiful close control showed by the South African out of Johannesburg. Likes to be known as Z. Spent time at Coastal Carolina University before signing professionally with Detroit City. Here's Hines to McGrath, looking for Carfa ahead of him. Carfa turns well, but runs out of space. Both teams being a bit more direct in this half. That's push in the back, according to the referee, from Jacob Krim. Shamakov a chance to get this started early again. Max Todd knocks the ball over the top. And there could be a chance here for Botello Faz. Is going towards the area, but referee signals that his linesman has put up the flag. It looks like a bit of pain here for Botello Faz, formerly of Tormenta FC. Looks like a bit of a sore one for him and the goalkeeper. They both collided there. It's a long ball from Gonzalez up towards Carfa. Here's Sosa to Hines. In the middle, Frankie Martinez, the captain. Good touch by Reese Williams. Williams looks towards the middle for Alex McGrath. Bypasses Sosa to Hines. Hines crosses the ball. Could be a chance here. It's a header. It's a good save by Steinwasher. That was a great ball in, great connection on the header as well, but the goalkeeper, Steinwasher, was equal to it. Travis Ward saw the ball come from a long way, had a lot of time to decide what he was going to do with it. Just elected to get his head on it and try and get it on target. Goalkeeper was perfectly positioned to deal with it. It's a good opportunity, though, for Stumptown. Just letting Detroit know that they won't have all of this their own way today. Long ball from Lewis. Cut out easily by Hines. Long go. Oh, it's a great touch around the defender. And McGrath's on his way here. Still going, twisting and turning. He's going to get a shot off. And in the end, it's eventually closer to the corner flag than it is to the goal. Thankfully for Nate Steinwasher. Botello Faz. Longo. Here's Ward. Goes back in towards the middle. That's a lovely footwork. The back from Martinez. We know he has that in his repertoire. And the former Sporting Kansas City youth product, Matt Lewis, gives the ball back to his goalkeeper. Washer goes long, but only as far as Alex McGrath. McGrath gives it to Sosa. Crowd of Rouge bodies in the way to stop that ball going to another Stumptown FC player. Although it's held on well by Rhys Williams. To Ward. Ward with a chance to get at Venegas here, looking for an overlap possibly. Williams gives him that option. That's a slack pass to Robert Hines, and a good set. Yazid Matthews on his way here. He's only the goalkeeper to beat, and Matthews makes it 1-0 to the fall champions. Yazid Matthews eventually breaks the deadlock for Detroit and puts Stumptown to the sword. 1-0 Detroit City. And they have been pressuring more in this second half. Seem like they've really stepped it up a gear, being a bit more direct, and it all kind of came from a Stumptown mistake. They seized on that in the middle of the park, and a direct ball through to Yazid Matthews only had the keeper to beat. Kevin Gonzalez was on the edge of his area, left helpless like a fish out of water, and Yazid Matthews slides the ball past him to give Detroit City the lead. Detroit City will look to capitalize on that. On this bit of pressure here, they certainly have all the momentum. Can't say it wasn't coming. Has been threatening ever since the second half began. 2 or 3 chances. Yazid Matthews only needed one effort there to tuck that one away. Ball's well cut out. Here's Ward to Sosa. Has Carfa in front of him. Finds him. Carfa slightly isolated out there on that right-hand side, looking for someone in the middle. It's blocked well. Will come only as far as Godoy, though. Eventually cleared out to the Irishman Stephen Carroll. Botello Faz. Ball's impeded on its way, although play allowed to continue. And here's a chance for Venegas, if he can control that. And just takes his eye off the ball slightly. Stumptown will be desperate to get back into this one. Great control there by Hines to keep the ball in and keep this attack alive. Here's Sosa. Sosa turns, has a dig. It's blocked. And Lewis went down in a bit of a heap there. Looked like he took that ball straight to the face. And he may need a little bit of treatment here, Lewis, as he took that one pretty unimpeded, smack bang on the chin. And we do expect defenders to be tough and to put their faces and bodies in the way of oncoming shots like that. It's exactly what Matt Lewis done there. Doesn't always end pretty, as you can see.
No, I haven't seen yet.
Such is the
We hadn't moved.
knowledge and precautions around head injuries these days. The ball was immediately stopped for the defender to receive treatment. Looks to be okay though. He's a tough cookie out of Kansas City, Missouri. Take more than that to keep Matt Lewis down. Though it's always a worry when we see a player take a hit to the head. And he will make his way back off the pitch to be examined and see if he can return. That would be a massive blow for Detroit City to lose the defender here with just an hour gone. Let's hope that he's able to continue. Has been in good form today, Matt Lewis. Has played in the NISA before with the New York Cosmos. As I've mentioned already, started his youth career at Sporting Kansas City. Played some games for their second side, the Swope Park Rangers, now SKC 2. Lewis just being evaluated to see if he can make his return. Maxi Rodriguez looks like he's going to pass the ball back to the Stumptown defenders here, or goalkeeper. And it goes all the way back. Here's a chance for Rhys Williams to build here on the left. To Longo. McGrath to Sosa. Very well balanced team, this Stumptown AC team. Seem equally happy to go down the left or the right with those two attacking fullbacks of theirs in Rhys Williams and Hines. Hines, who now has the ball. That's a good ball in, threatening in the area. It's kept alive by Rhys Williams, but just behind the head of Molly Carfa Jr. And another head injury, it would seem. This time to George Shamakov. He seems to be okay though. Put in a good shift today, George Shamakov. Originally started on the left, seemed to drift more inside as the first half went on, until he took up where he now seems to be playing in that anchoring the midfield role. Offering some much needed protection for his defense, as well as being a transitional player when the ball's going from defense to attack. Not always the prettiest job that George Shamakov has to take up, but it certainly is effective, offering that extra bit of protection. Max Todd doesn't like how Rhys Williams came through the back of him there as the ball was going out. Although no malice intended. It gives Stumptown a chance to build here, going a bit more direct towards Carfa. Carfa trying to get past Carl, who defends well. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Man of the match in the first game, Nate Steinwasher. Big Michigan guy out of Sterling Heights, Michigan. Spent his time in college there in the University of Detroit, Mercy. Here's Alex McGrath though. McGrath only with Carfa inside. Wins the corner though. Chance for more bodies to get forward for Stumptown here. And Detroit seem very well oiled defensively It seems like if Stumptown will get a goal, it would probably come off a set piece. So this is a big opportunity for them to test the defenses here of Detroit City. Here's Sosa across the ball, in swinging towards Steinwasser, who is so composed. Looks like doesn't even break a sweat to get that ball near Steinwasser. And that will give his defense so much confidence, knowing that there's a confident goalkeeper behind them, commanding in his area, always willing to come out and take the ball and take the pressure off the defense. As these minutes tick on, I think his defense will be happier and happier with that type of goalkeeping. Something similar offered by this man, Kevin Gonzalez. Very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Travis Ward giving the man on shout. Not in time though. This is dangerous play here from Stumptown as they're inviting pressure on from Detroit City. Although they do get out of it. Here's Rhys Williams. Sosa looking a bit of movement from his team. Not receiving much to aim at. We'll get the ball back though. The little playmaker out of Juarez, Mexico. Ward to McGrath, all the way out to Hines. Good width here for Stumptown. Ball goes forward to Godoy. Sosa, lovely flick back, with, although it doesn't reach its intended target. Cut out by Maxi Rodriguez. Jacob Krim winning that header and putting it out. Venegas. Ball over the top. Bit too much on it though for Yazid Matthews. Seems like this goal has really jolted this Stumptown AC side into life. They know they need something now. They have to force the issue, although they're not going to get it that way, as Frankie Martinez passes the ball directly to Yazid Matthews and almost concedes possession. Although it's kept alive here by Stumptown. Rhys Williams down this left-hand side, looking the ball back, will not receive. And Rhys Williams keeping up the pressure, forcing the goalkeeper to concede the throw. Former Portland Timbers assistant coach Rod Underwood out giving some instructions to Travis Ward, who will try and have a dig, but it's blocked well. Here's Connor Rutz. It's a lovely turn by Maxi Rodriguez. Rodriguez spreading the play beautifully out to Kevin Venegas. Takes a touch on the way through to Patello Faz, but just behind him. Rodriguez playing somewhat like his namesake, former Uruguayan international, Maxi Rodriguez. Martinez to go long towards Carfa. He's brought down. Seemed to be 6-1, half a dozen of the other there between the two, although Matt Lewis concedes the free kick. Alex McGrath was stopping to get a drink of water.
Substitution for Detroit City FC, entering the match in the 71st minute is number 14, Bobby Steinwater. Exiting the match is number 20, Yazid Matthews.
So Yazid Matthews, the goal scorer, coming out, being replaced by Javi Steinwasser. Cousins with the goalkeeper Nate Steinwasser. We'll have some defensive work to do here. Will Steinwasser, as Sosa delivers the ball. Goalkeeper comes out to catch, punches clear. It's tidy footwork from Alex McGrath for Rhys Williams, who has a dig. Forces Nate Steinwasser into the save. Good play from Alex McGrath there. Took the ball lovely on the half turn. Gave the ball out, got it back, and they decided to have a go. Referee says that challenge from Frankie Martinez was just a little too rough. Concedes the foul. This is Venegas standing over the free kick, which lends itself to a good cross. Venegas does cross well. Well, it'll be watched all the way and out for a goal kick, as Robert Hines received the call from his goalkeeper. Here's Williams.
Substitution for Stumptown AC, entering the match in the 73rd minute is number 12, Casino Hall. Exiting the match is number 29, Molly Carpe Jr.
It's Keynesio Hall has entered the fray. Here's Steinwasser, though, the substitute. It's blocked well by Frankie Martinez. Keynesio Hall from Burnt Ground, Jamaica. Spent time at Oklahoma Wesleyan University. He'll offer a bit more height up there. The 6'2" Jamaican. Here's Javi Steinwasser, though, another substitute. He'll give the run to Manning. Still. Shouts of offsides by the Stumptown backline. It's dealt with well by Krim. Just over 15 minutes remaining in this matchday 2 clash between Detroit City and Stumptown AC. Detroit City have the advantage so far through that goal from Yazid Matthews. And that 57th minute goal being the only thing that splits the sides at the minute. Stumptown in no way out of this at all, as Travis Ward tries to keep this attack alive. Concedes what he feels was a foul, but he will win the throw. Referee telling him to get up. Williams with a long throw. Cut out by Maxi Rodriguez. Reese Williams will keep it though. Tidy footwork to get past Kevin Venegas. Long go. Knocks it long for Godoy. Giovanni Godoy not really able to get into the game so far after being introduced. The big striker out of Watsonville, California, formerly of FC Tucson and Orange County FC. Matt Lewis being given a bit of a talking to by the referee. Bit too much to say for himself in the referee's mind. We will get this restarted though. It's a long go. Sosa, lovely footwork from Sosa to get by Shamakov. Although his touch is slightly too heavy, and this could lead for an opportunity on the counter-attack here. Detroit are still going. Ball's laid back. It's a shot by Connor Rutz, but it's blocked well. And Sosa turns the ball towards Travis Ward. Ward loses out to Shamakov. Ball played through. There could be a chance here. Max Todd could be in. That's a wonderful tackle by Robert Hines. Always looks second best to come out favoured in that one, but Hines does well to dispossess Todd. Dog can be dangerous in front of goal. It's well defended, well watched by Manning. The referee is blowing his whistle for a hydration break. And this break in play will give Robert Hines an opportunity to be treated for what looks like a hamstring injury. Seems to be running well enough there, though, so it could have just been a little tweak. Let's hope so. Maybe another drop ball. Manning will send this one. Should have went back to the goalkeeper, but goes only as far as his man, and the attack remains alive. Here's Connor Rutz. Rutz has two men inside him. Still Rutz though, he's challenged. It's a clumsy challenge in the area. Referee doesn't want anything to do with it. Jacob Krim with his hands up, saying, pleading his innocence. Referee believes him and allows play to continue. There looked to be contact there in the area, although it doesn't necessarily mean a foul. Rodriguez tries to go long, but it's blocked well. Travis Ward looking for the overlapping Reese Williams. And he does brilliantly well to get the ball away from Kevin Venegas, but only as far as Matt Lewis, who knocks the ball up into the stands. Here's Sosa. Lovely footwork from Sosa, just not on the same wavelength as Alex McGrath ahead of him. Neat footwork again from Williams, forces Venegas to bring him down. Chance perhaps here for Alex McGrath. to deliver the ball in here. The Englishman out of Spennymoor, England, close to Durham. Let's see what the Northern England man can do here. It's a good ball in. Too close to the goalkeeper, though. Spent his time in the States at Appalachian State University. Did McGrath before shining professionally with Stumptown. That's a good ball in, and it could be met here. It's on the head, but it's just wide. And Max Todd knows that was a really good opportunity. I think he had more time than he originally thought, Todd. With no one behind him, he probably had time to take it down, although he saw the opportunity to head the ball towards goal and try to direct it, just slightly wide. Little miscommunication there from Stumptown, stops their attack in its tracks. Detroit able to weather that storm and come away with the ball again. Here's Venegas. Trying to get the ball to Botello Faz, who has kind of struggled to get into the game also. There's Todd, though, making a nuisance of himself. Longo to Hines. Has Sosa ahead of him. Hines offering the overlap. Still Sosa. Tries to cut inside. Slightly predictable, though, as the Detroit City defenders get themselves in position. Sosa. Sosa has to drop. He has had to drop slightly deeper in this second half. Although here he is in the area. Could get a shot off. Still with the ball. 3 Detroit City men around him. Goes back to Travis Ward. Tries to cross and it's blocked. Looked to be by the hand of Kevin Venegas, although how he has went down suggests otherwise. Looks like he's taken a sore one.
Looks like
Max Todd, Scottish man out of Edinburgh, formerly of Preston FC back in England. Spent time at the University of Illinois here in the States before signing professionally. No matter who you are, that one's always going to be a sore one. Here's Williams. McGrath to Sosa. Sosa, he has Hines on the overlap, likes to go back into the middle. Ball could fall kindly here for Godoy. It's blocked well. It's cleared away by Rodriguez, although it comes back towards them. Getting a bit sloppy out there, just... It is a hot day in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You can tell that sunlight and that heat is starting to get at some of the players, some of them looking rather leggy. Well, they will go right to the very end here, this Stumptown AC side. Coach Ron Underwood would expect nothing less. 4 minutes to play here. Chance for Longo to knock it in. Doesn't make it very close, although it falls fortunately for Stumptown as Travis Ward keeps it alive. Godoy. Sosa. Finds Ward again. Ward goes into the area. Offside is called against Stumptown. Good control. Max Todd knocks it forward for Steinwasser. Javi Steinwasser takes a touch. All the way back to Max Todd again. Lovely footwork from the Scotsman. Todd still, he's brought down by Williams. Corner only though. Chance here for Detroit City to extend their lead and possibly kill this tie off. Ball's delivered into the area and is met by the head of a Detroit City player, but can only go harmlessly wide. Stumptown AC, they've given a good account of themselves in this their first game. Their maiden voyage in the NISA Legends Cup. The team Stumptown Athletic is the old name, reformed now as Stumptown AC. The nickname comes from the fact that farmers cut down so many trees to clear the land that the whole town was left with tree stumps. Just in a suburb of Charlotte, North Carolina, and Matthews, although they could be under some pressure here. It's a good run, cut all the way back to Botello Faz, and he finishes 2-0. He doubles the lead, Botello Faz, and puts it out of distance for Stumptown AC. Detroit City with a very clear message to the new boys: keep your distance, the champions are back, and they're looking for more silverware. The number 19, Botello Faz, making his debut for Detroit City. And what a debut that is to get on the score sheet. The man out of Monterrey, Mexico, makes an immediate impact on his debut here in the NISA Legends Cup, putting that tie just beyond the reach now, it would look, of Stumptown AC. See if they can conjure up some kind of a consolation here towards the end. Possibly put a bit of pressure on Detroit City, make it a nervous few minutes for Le Rouge. There's Reese Williams, one of the standout players today for Stumptown. He's been energetic up and down that left-hand side. Constant thorn in the sides of these Detroit City players. Botello Faz chasing that one now. You can tell that he's hungry. He's got his taste of goal. And he wants it on the action again. And he could be in on the action again. Here's Max Todd and Javier Steinwasser combined to pick the pocket of Stumptown's defense. It's a lovely through ball for Alex McGrath here. McGrath feeds the ball to the outside, but it's well recovered by Maxi Rodriguez of Detroit City, and that's all All she wrote for that Stumptown attack. Maxi Rodriguez has been down in the middle of the park though, suffering possibly from a bit of cramp. Has been a hard 90 minutes here for Detroit. Stumptown have really made them work for this 2-0 victory if it stays this way. Stumptown have been quite organized defensively, forcing Detroit to try a few different things. It seemed to be more on the outside of the wings in the first half, with George Shamakov and Kevin Venegas using their width to try and stretch the Stumptown defenders. Stumptown held firm for the first 45. Although the opening did come in the second half, 11 minutes into it, in fact, from the cultured feet of the South African Yazid Matthews. And they could be in again here with Max Todd, although mistimed his run slightly. Maybe last chance saloon here for Stumptown. Try and rescue something from this first game. It's a good ball through here. They could be in. That's a good strike. It's a good save by Nate Steinwasher. He watched it come all the way. And Kinsey O'Hall from Burnt Ground, Jamaica, trying to get in on the action to finish this game out here for Stumptown. Shamakov. Giovanni Godoy feels he was impeded there. Referee doesn't agree. Rodriguez. Max Todd. Rodriguez again to Todd. Still Max Todd does well to keep hold of the ball. That's very coolly dealt with at the back there by Travis Ward. They do keep the attack alive here. It's ball over the top. Because of that water break and certain injuries, we're playing a little extra time here today. Here's Sosa trying to keep something alive for Stumptown. That is all she wrote today in this NISA Legends Cup. Detroit City taking care of business. Stumptown put up a stern test, especially in the first half, allowing no goals from the fall champions. But when it came to the second, the quality shone through. Detroit starting the second half immediately on the front foot and taking care of their business. The message was loud and clear from Detroit City today to the new boys, and that is keep your distance. They're back here. They stake their claim for this NISA Legends Cup, coming off their fall championship win. They're hungry for more silverware, Trevor James's side. Now If they can replicate what they've done in this second half, who would I be to bet against them? Getting that silverware in this NISA Legends Cup. Good first 90 minutes for Stumptown AC. Sadly, nothing to show for it. And it's business as usual for Detroit City. It ends here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Detroit City 2, Stumptown AC 0.